many students, they have reached out and they wanted to understand the different types of reviews that we have. Now, again, this is very much subjective to the domains in which we are doing research. For example, in my domain, systematic reviews or state of the art reviews, those are very common. But in other fields, I know that people do critical review, people also do scoping review, and so on and so forth. The type, it is important to determine at the start, because everyone follows sort of, they have their own certain steps that you need to follow in order to publish your review and in order to conduct high quality review. So in this talk, we are not going to sort of go and talk about every single type of review. The way I organize this webinar is to sort of give information that could be applicable to all types of review. Okay, so I picked up the common stuff. In that way, we can sort of cover or make this webinar beneficial for a broader audience. Of course, some steps, they might be different. So my suggestion is that before you start a review, for all of them, there are guidelines that have been developed. For example, for systematic review, Barbara Sketchenham guideline is very popular, and that is mostly followed. Similarly, for other types of reviews, there are their own guidelines that you need to follow. Because it's important that when you claim in your paper that, let's suppose your literature review is a systematic literature review, then it becomes important that you follow all the steps of a systematic literature review. If you do not follow, then if you submit your review for publication to a journal, the reviewers will pick up this point that, okay, since you're claiming that your literature review is of a certain type, let's say systematic review, then you're missing this particular aspect, or you have not done this thing as per the guideline of systematic literature review. So that is very important, that when you are picking a particular type, you make sure that you have access to the guideline for conducting that kind of review, and you adhere to that guideline.